So if I'm going to be talking about playing a text-based anime high school student game, I'm gonna have to at least plug my merch first. In honor of Bricky's descent into slight weebdom, if you go to brickymerch.com in the description, any of the 2 shirts we currently have for sale will be 20% off if you use code ScaryBearPuns. This will last for the end of the week only, so go ahead and give it a look-see, and with that, I will continue into the discussion about the game I have been playing as of lately. Disclaimer before we start, just for those of you who don't realize it's a joke, no, obviously, liking anime doesn't make you a weeb. Liking anime stuff, Japanese culture, does not make you a weeb or anything. It's just a joke, it's just a meme, you know, relax, you're fine. The only people who are actually mad about being called a weeb are weebs themselves, so, you know. So I made a deal with a fan of mine, shout out to you, Luxray, that about a year ago this deal was made, and that if he donated a certain amount of money 1 year later, and money that he chose, that not I chose, I would have to play 2 games of his choosing. The first one on Big Brick Plays, my second Let's Play channel, and the other one on stream or in my own time. I really need to fix that light bulb. The first game that is going on Big Brick Plays once I finish Hollow Knight is Nioh. I think that's how it's pronounced. I was kind of considering playing it anyway, and the second one's coming out soon, so whoop-de-doo, we're playing Nioh after Hollow Knight. That confirmed. We're just all gonna have to deal with that flickering light from now on. I give up. But the second game, the second one I'm playing on stream is, and I apologize because I am going to butcher the name the entire video, is Danganronpa? Danganronpa. Danganronpa? I feel like I'm not that far off. A game that basically has everything that I do not like. A lot of anime tropes, text-based adventures, high school student type living stuff, or the generic high school student plot. Pretty much anything about an anime game that I do not like is in that game. And I have been thoroughly enjoying myself. Now, this seems like the kind of game that I, for sure, would not want to play on my own time. I don't like text-based adventures. I don't like super over-exaggerated anime characters, especially with all the major tropes of the bad guy, the shy girl, the average dude that you play as, etc., etc. These things I just do not enjoy in video games, but for the first time in history, never before happened, Twitch chat has actually made it fun. Now, for those of you who don't know what this game is, I guess it was released on the PSP back in like 2011 or 2010, and you play as a high school student that gets trapped in this really big fancy high school with a bunch of other really fancy students, and you're like the average normal one, by this weird demonic killer teddy bear who's basically doing a kind of jigsaw thing on you, who's basically meaning you have to kill someone to escape the high school, but you have to get away with it. And that's kind of how it goes. So it's like a combination weird text-based high school detective game, which is like everything that I don't like. But considering that this is apparently a very, very popular series with not only a lot of, you know, people in general, but also a lot of my fan base for some reason, you're all degenerates, it has ended up becoming a pretty fun experience. Not for the gameplay, not for the art style or the tropes or anything, but simply for the story. For the story and the story itself, and also the characters. The characters are kind of enjoyable. In fact, the entire start of the stream, we specifically made different names for these characters, or at least I try to nickname each and every one of them. You basically have Harley Quinn, Haku from Naruto, the most int one person on the planet, Hacker Man, Bakugan, Sharingan, Tumblr, Best Girl, Calzone, Kaiba, Vegeta, Corncob Hair, Yasuo, Tony Hawk, Twitch Chat, and oh yeah, I think that's it. And the really cool bear. I'm starting to kind of see why this one was recommended to me. At the core, the concept is actually very good. It's not anything new. It's Jigsaw kind of style thing, just in a high school. That's a pretty standard thing. But, well, the high school part is that Japan has high school, Jigsaw type things are common. You mix the two. The point being, the killer teddy bear is his own little thing, which is, by the way, like the best character in the game. The best character in the game is by far the teddy bear. By far the teddy bear. It's Monokuma. Is that how it's said? I think it's how it's said. Pretty cool. And surprisingly, the English voice actor for him is really, really good. It sounds like Double D, if Double D like had a couple screws loose and was like Jack the Ripper. Unfortunately, this being an anime game known to be liked by anime fans, the only question I ever get is, who is best girl slash best boy? Because that's the only question anyone ever asks me. And I'm just going to be honest with you, it's the swimmer girl and Kaiba, aka the dude who looks a little close to Hitler Youth because of his armband and everything he does, but is really fun and kind of funny and a little dense, but still just kind of hilarious. I call him Kaiba because once you get past that damn thick skull of his, I'm very positive he has a blue eyes waiting for me. But I've just streamed the game in its entirety, so that's what I'm going to be doing for the next couple of days. I just finished the first trial, the first bullet trial. We found the first killer, and that's where I've stopped. And as soon as I upload this video, I'm going to be probably streaming it again, or at least streaming it very, very soon, continuing from that part. So if you are interested in joining me, you know where to go. It's in the description, Twitch. Have at it. It'd be wonderful to have you there. We do try to keep it a little bit under lock and key. We make it emote only during the whole murder trials or bullet trials or whatever they're called. And to be fair, I've been told that everyone is gonna die next at some point. Like, oh, you know, hey, Bricky, this person dies next. And then like 7 other people are like, no, these people die next. So I really have no idea who dies next because everyone's spoiling it and giving me fake spoilers at the same time. So it's kind of nice because when everyone tries to spoil it, but some people spoil it falsely, I don't know what the actual real thing is. And that makes me excited. So I'm going in it completely blind to an extent. And yeah, I am actually having fun. It's not something I would play on my own because this is not the game I would like on my own, but with Twitch, with the whole experience, I actually have been having a good time. I am pleasantly surprised. And if this pleasant surprise continues through the entire game, maybe we'll play the sequels. Who knows? Anyway, go ahead and check out brickymerch.com for that little merch discount there, the 20% off, like I mentioned in the beginning. And besides that, I will see you either on the stream with the game, or if I want to talk about this game later on in the future, which I might. All right, bye-bye, everyone.